Okay, so once you've used the dropship portal in your software to bring the products through, there's a few things you will need to do. Let's look at this one, for instance. I've just done that one. So some of the things you need to do in advance to get this ready, excuse me, is you need to come into settings, and you can enable automatic sales receipts. Pop the title of your business here. Pop the from name from whatever your business is called, or your name personally. Pop the email connected to it. The subject will just show up automatically. Thank you for your recent purchase. There is a default template that will just go out. What you can do if you want to is you can come into the marketing and create your own email, and then it will show up here. So for instance, your order has been fulfilled. You can use that as a default one, and then just hit save. Just so I can show you the email. So let's just go to marketing for a second, into the email templates. You'll see an email. Your order has been fulfilled. And this is the email that I just attached. We do have the capacity to put a recap, like his order was created here, the order names of the ordered items, total cart price, shipping from this address. And then here you can put a link back to your shop, so you can direct them back all the time to go back. So we've got the email attached. Let's go back to settings. So that's the first thing, is to get the email that goes out to them sorted out. Next, you've got to do your taxes. Now, this section here is only US, because their tax system is very different. It depends on where the person's based and what they're buying and all the rest of it. So that's a little bit, we don't have to worry about that for Australia. If you are in the US, this is your taxation section here. Australians, all we do is we add tax and then we fill it out. So the name of tax is GST, tax rate is 10%, the description is goods and service tax. Tax ID number is your company's tax file number. And tax agency, I don't put anything there. And that's just created, just says I just created that today. Notifications, send to the customer if they leave the checkout before they buy the items. There's a default one. I would just leave that in default. Shipping and delivery. If you're doing drop shipping, that all happens outside of here. That happens in the drop shipping company. If you're not doing drop shipping, then you add your zone that you're shipping to here. So Australia. And then you can add the shipping rates here. So you can use a flat rate, say across the board, $9.90 for 7 postage and handling, or whatever you want. Or you can use a carrier app to calculate it. If you do that, you have to obviously have connected one to your account, and then you just choose the app there and it will monitor the shipping. Drop shippers, you don't have to worry about this because the shipping's done in here in your dropship portal. Now, back to where we were. Shipping origin's just going to be, even though for drop shippers, it's not our business address, it's the drop shipping address, but it doesn't really matter. You just pop your address in here. So once your settings are done, come back to products and let's have a look at this first product. So this is how it comes through. They'll come through automatically in the shop with the name here. You can delete some of the name if you want, if you just want, a shorter name up here. You can, if you want to, just tidy this up by just kind of moving the sections a bit closer together, because it does come through with a lot of space. There we go. All the images will come through. You will add to your collections. So whatever collections you've put in here, you will add them, and you can add the product to as many collections as you want. Down here, we're going to select a tax category if you are US, because these are the US tax categories here. If you're not US, we can attach tax rates. This is us for Australia. And here you should have already set a GST, so you just click and add your GST to that. Prices all come through normally. Other thing you want to do is the SEO. So in order to do that, just come to the top, grab the name and paste it in the SEO section here. So paste the name. This is only 155 characters, so it's basically one sentence that describes the product. So you just come up here and you have a look through which one. I just chose that one. Copy the sentence and then paste it in the SEO. And then put the name here. So if we have a look at one that hasn't been done, I'll go through and show you which one hasn't been done. All right, let's have a look at this little vest. So you can see here we've got a lot of space, so we're just going to close it all up a bit so that it's not so spaced out. That's one of the first things you want to do. The colours. Okay. And now we come down here, or look at all our images have come through. We want to add it to the collection. So this is, I don't have a collection called dogs, so I'm just going to add one and I'll add the image later. There we go. So we just add that collection. So we add it to this collection. We come down here, we attach our tax rates. The price is here. We want to do our SEO, so we're going to come back up here to the name, and then we're going to pop that into our SEO title. It doesn't quite fit, so you've got to make sure you get the important bits in. So this particular one is an extra small in light blue, so we have to sacrifice some of the name here. So it's a vest harness, and then I would just put extra small light blue there. Then we grab a sentence here that explains it all. There we go. That should fit. Come down to the SEO, pop that in. Grab the name again and get rid of these numbers and put that there. So your SEO is done. Then you want to sync it with Stripe and PayPal. Save. And that particular product is done. We'll go back. So even though the dropship portal will allow you to bring through like 100 at a time, you still have to go into each product and do those final bits. You also have to set up your section here. When orders come through, they will appear here. So I have purchased one myself from my own shop as a test. You can see it's unfulfilled, hasn't been activated yet. So you do just view the order as you get the orders, and you'll be able to see all the details here about it, who the customer is, where it needs to go, it's been paid. This amount will go into your Stripe account. If you want to, if you're in the beginning of a startup, you might want to wait till it lands in your bank and then go and send it out, because you have to come into Dropship and pay for the order and they will ship it out. So in the early stages, you might want to just wait a day or so, and then the money lands in your account. Then you can pay the percentage to the drop shippers and they can send it out. The automation, we're going to make sure that it's all done for you. If you want, I will do a video on the automation if you're interested in how that works, but we will have that set up for you anyway.